Welcome to another installment of the Oko DBA tutor. I'm the Oko DBA tutor, obviously. And today I'm gonna pick off where I left off. Last time I was working on I was showing you guys how to install Oko 11 GR2 Enterprise Edition on Unix on Linux system. And so this time I'm actually gonna complete that process. So the first, so where I left off was I had my I had Ubuntu, I had Putty, and I had WinSCP, and what I was struggling with basically just making sure that that you guys have a understanding, of what needs to be installed on your OS before you can go to the installation. So let me just make sure. And this is the instance that I was working on. But you know what? It was this one, the enterprise one. And this one is actually. It's been a while since I've been inside my Amazon account. I'm just gonna let it refresh. And then actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take a gamble on this one. So last time I had this. What was this one? I had Putty, and I was working on this server, 201.59, and I'm just gonna go into this WinSCP, to WinSCP. So I have this open. It's gonna open shortly, and I also have my I'm gonna have my Putty open as well, and so this is a problem that I kept encountering last time. So when it comes to installing the local software, so last time this is what I had. So I kept getting stuck at this stage where I had the database. After I downloaded these two and I unzipped them, this is the file. This is the directory that was created. And then when I got to this, when I was able to okay, come on. Okay, so when I had I was at this stage, and this is the file that you have to run for you to be able to complete the installation for the Oracle software. So this is what I kept encountering last time. And then basically I kept getting this error where it says could not execute or check for display. If you do your research, this is a very common problem, and you find a lot of blogs, people just discussing how to resolve this issue. And for me, I was not able to find it online, but I kept trying, and then eventually I came across a different concept. So the way that this installation works is you have to have an X server environment. So basically, S server is sort of a secondary window. So basically, what happens is that, so if you were to install, if you want to go to the entire installation on Putty on this on Ubuntu, right? What would happen is that you would need to have set up particular display settings for this Ubuntu front. And if you wanted to install the Oracle software to your Windows environment, you would have to have a completely separate display setting for those. So I kept this is where the canal execute for display comes in. You have to choose one or the other. You have to either choose to have, you know, is the installation process going to be completed through Ubuntu or through Windows. So for me, I decided to do it through Ubuntu. So this is how it's gonna work. So first thing you do is you need to find what you need to find out what your display parameter is, what the output for that is. So what you do is you type in echo display. So this is what happened. So I was able to get this one because I installed my own X server. And basically, from if once you do your research, you'll find out that you actually have a whole bunch of X server environments that are out there. You have X Manager, you have a whole bunch of them. The one that I chose to work with is Xmain because that's the one that worked perfectly for me. So basically, what Xmain does is basically you just once you install it, pretty much like it's gonna be configured by itself. Literally, it's gonna be configured by itself. And the only thing you have to do is you have to go to your party, and in the file in the on the server that you're working on, or the only thing you have to make a change to is to this one. You will need to enable X11 forwarding. This is part of again the displayment of you being able to display the final steps of the installation for your Oracle software. So pretty much that's what I did. I enabled that for my server, and then I was able to basically bring up that window and bypass that error I kept receiving. So on this one, basically, the display has already been configured. And if you also pay attention to what I did on this one, on the party window for your server, what you also need to do is you need to X11. If you see what I did, so I have localhost colon 0. So basically, this is what my display setting is on my Ubuntu OS. So this is how I'm able to display the screen on my Ubuntu server by having X11 forwarding enabled, and having this setting localhost colon 0 also as in the X display in the display as a display location. So this has been configured, and so this is not working. And as you saw, I tried to run the run installer file earlier. It's not working. So what I found out yesterday is that basically all you need, once you have Mink, there's still something you need to do. For me, I found out that when I try to do that, when I try to install with the Oracle user, it's not working. But when I would go to my Ubuntu user, and if I cd to the place where I have the run installer file, pretty much it works for me. And there you go. So before this time I have pass, and the last one passed. Before I only had 2 passes, and the last one failed. And also for the swap space, I'm gonna create a video later on where I'll show you guys how to configure your swap space. But you have to have a swap space for your Oracle software and basically I'll show you guys how to do that. Um, so pretty much, if you just hold on, you'll see that the window is the the rest of the installation processes are gonna appear in this external window, as you see it's starting to appear on this one. There you go. So this is the these are the remain this is what you use to complete the Oracle software installation process. So so pretty much you just go to this one, to these pages, and then once you're done, basically you would have installed yourself a database, or an actual or an instance of software. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stop the video now, and then I will pick up later on basically on how to go to this window. I would do it on my Windows environment, because if I was to do it on my Linux environment, it would take far too long. As you see how just how slow it's loading up. So I'm gonna do it on my environment, on my Windows environment. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. And basically it's gonna be a reference to basically the way that it will work. Also, if you were to do it on Linux. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time.